Stars are lining heavy, think they're telling me my fate. Trying to give me silver, think that I don't know my place. Staying in my lane too long and give me a bad taste. Everything I done been great, that I erase. Play my favorite, I'm like Nana at the complimentary compositions. I'm legato, one staccato. Our ratios ain't perfect, ain't no Fibonacci spiral. Count this money, that's the evidence. Gonna make it go viral.
Styles incomplete on the beat, you know. Ride around with 100 on. On with 40 out on. On his head, put a water on me, know the soccer clean. Me cash changer, hold him in. No misleader. I can get it a lot cheaper. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Just keep around and scold me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I hold it on me, that's the presidential. Don't know me come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around and scold me back for business. Butter cheese, man. Wanna feature me, man. In my phone like I know, man. Saying Tigo, we gon' pay your fee, man. You know I can't do this for free money. Understood. Got a bag on you, I could do it. Otherwise, music on the chill. It's on my dolo, made it happen. No excuses. Spending knowledge at my noggin, I'm confused. Living legend, don't confuse it. Got that work and then I moved it. Put that to the music. OG business. Yeah, I got it, buddy. They wanna take it from me, but I'm right around with 100 on. Born with Forgiato on me. Want his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Million cash changer, hold a man. Take don't mislead her. I can get it a lot cheaper. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around us, call me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I rolling on me, that's the presidential. Don't need no come with this. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around us, call me back for business. No bad, that was not an issue. A lot of cash, help me clear my minutes. Raymond wrist, tryna whip a bill. I got a recipe, it's confidential. The eavesdropping on me, tryna clone. Seen him pulling up, he ain't alone. Rich roller with the stone. I'm milling till you send him for the dish. And nearest had a stone. Medusa had a having on the tongue. Stick with me and the drop sticks. Pop him like I'm Al Capone. Million cash, hate to hold a minute. Come a lot cheaper, we are not equal. I told him, ride around with 100 on. On with a Forgiato on me. On his head, put a water on me, know the soccer fiend. Million cash changer, hold a minute. Don't mislead her. I can get it a lot cheaper. Had a chance, I wouldn't do nothing different. Keep around us, call me back for business. Watch what you say, you know the streets listen. I threw my own rocks at the pen. I rolling on me, that's the presidential. Don't need no come with it. Ain't hard to people know you artificial. Can't keep around us, call me back for business.
All right, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. It's the Chicago Bulls facing the New Orleans Pelicans. It'll be the Pelicans off the tip. McCollum with it. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two.
And McCollum isn't afraid of contact, especially when he's being aggressive and looking to score.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Chicago with the ball. Here's Pippen. The ball's knocked loose. McCollum with a steal. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
And that's true unselfishness right there. Murray, outstanding feed to the open teammate.
And here's Jordan. Pass to Pippen. Now here's Grant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Cartwright. Misi grabs the board. Here's New Orleans now. It's a three-point game. Grant with a steal. And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
First quarter, just over a minute played.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
On the wing, Murray. Tipped. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Blocked. Now the Pelicans in transition. Murray, no good.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
He was gripping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one. And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Pass to Murray. And here's Williamson. Goes back up. Back to Murray. Some solid defense from Jordan.
Yeah, he tried to adjust, but he got smothered. Good defense.
Inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Murray for three. They get it again. Misi. Williamson for three. Here's Misi. Outside Murray. Clock at 6. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Over the years, Murray has continued to embrace a bigger role on offense. He's got so much confidence right now.
Now a timeout called by Chicago.
Let's give Coach credit. He's trying to find a way to squeeze the most out of every possession.
Well, that's the job, right? Your duty as a coach is to finesse your lineups so your guys get the best chance to succeed.
Chicago trailing here. Timeout called here. Chicago. Decides to talk it over. A big group substitution here for Chicago. 1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Jordan inside. Pass to Grant. Tries to save it. Off with the layup.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Pippen. McCollum defends. And the basket by Pippen.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
Pass to Murray. Out to McCollum. Back to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by New Orleans. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
And so Grant will bring it up for the Bulls. And the basket by Pippen.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Pelicans trail by 3. To the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
He may give up up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Good on the bucket.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
McCollum outside. Here's Williamson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Hard not to foul Zion inside. He's just so broad and so aggressive.
At the line for
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And still.
Now, the Bulls, 10.
Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Jones comes with a double team. Down low. Grant. Misi grabs the board.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Now here's Jordan. Pass to Pippen. Here's Cartwright. Knocked loose. Misi grabs the board. The Pelicans trail. Alvarado outside. Deflected. And they're able to recover. Tries again. The offensive rebound.
Out of bounds.
The kick to Olynyk. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball.
Into the lineup for your Pelicans, Bruce Brown.
Here's Jordan. Here in the second quarter, a little over a minute of play.
Pelicans foul. Hawkins. First personal foul. First team foul.
Off the inbound. Oh, okay!
Oh, my gosh.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Here's Hawkins. No points so far. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Good on the second one. Chicago leading. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Pass to Jones. Grant with a steal. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Knocks it loose. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's King. Grant outside. Lets it go from the wing. And no good, trying to use the glass.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Pass to Hawkins. Back to Olynyk. Alvarado with it. Wide open look. To the left side wing. Jones from outside. Chicago with the rebound. Now here's Grant. Here's Jordan. And his fifth basket. Now 5 for 8. Looking comfortable out there.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Brown.
First half. 2 minutes.
Here's Olynyk. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Bulls leading by 6. With the drive. And he double clutches and throws it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Now here's Alvarado. Still no points. Brown. He got a piece of it. Now Jordan. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one. Chicago shooting their first free throws of the game now.
Shooting for Chicago.
Free throws good. Jordan.
At the line for 2.
And he can't hit the second. And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They trail by 9. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate CJ McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it. Brian?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable. And the Pelicans making a change here. And it's the Bulls' ball. They're on a 9-1 run. Pass to King. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here. Hang it up there like that. Here's Misi. On the wing, Murray. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And even from where we're sitting, you can clearly tell it was a foul.
New Orleans shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Pass to King. Here's Pippen. To the paint.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Chicago shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Scottie Pippen taking 2 shots.
Hits both from the stripe. There's 6 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. And Murray launches it from deep. And that'll do it for the first half of play.
With the score,
it's the Bulls.
Your Pelicans.
They lead by 11.
12.
And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Chicago leading by 11. Here's Pippen. Jordan inside. And Grant gets it to go.
Assisted by
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Pass to McCollum.
Bulls
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by McCollum. Here's Pippen. He has 6. Here's King. Here's Cartwright. Shot clock at 6. The Bulls need to get off a shot. 11 feet out. And too long on the shot. Pelicans trail by 13. Here's Murray. Second chance shot. Williamson outside. Back to McCollum. Launches it. And another shot. Puts up a deep three. And again, New Orleans no good. Bulls leading by 13. Pass to King. Out to the wing. Jordan with it. 13 points in the game. The shot's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
They kick it out to Murray. Lets the three fly. Drops in the three. He's got 7.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Pass to Graham. Oh, they get a hand on it. And stolen by Williamson. To the middle. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Chicago making their last shot. And the basket is good.
Ready to cash in. I like when McCollum looks to mix it up like this.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes
That's 10.
remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Cartwright. 5 on the clock. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Pelicans trail by 10. Here's Murray. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Here's Pippen. And he goes in for the dunk.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. Easy work for Zion inside.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
To the inside. Here's Grant. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
McCollum outside. They kick it out to Murray. Back to McCollum. The three. It's rebounded by Grant.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's rejected. Murray for 3. The shot won't fall.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Jordan. Pass to Pippen. Takes it inside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
It'll be on Zion Williamson. Chicago shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Scottie Pippen.
First one falls for him.
2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's Chicago. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possession.
35.
More 2K action in just a moment. Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And here's Brown. Outside Jones. Kick out to Brown. It's stolen away. Here's Pippen. Pass to Jordan. And it goes. That makes him 9 for 13 now. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Yeah, another thing they did well defensively, closing out. Inside and outside, their defenders were flying out to shooters.
They get it back. Here's Olynyk. Another shot. 4 on the clock. Here's Jones. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
And he makes a first.
First team foul.
Jones hits them both. Bulls leading by 14. He takes it in. And Alvarado over to help. Pippen, no good. And so Brown will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Out to the right wing. Hawkins.
For 3.
Knocks down the triple. Hawkins has got his first 3 points of the game.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And here are the Pelicans now. Outside Olynyk. Alvarado right side. To the wing, right side. Here's Hawkins. Rebound by the Bulls. On the wing, Grant. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Here's King. Jones comes with a double team. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here's New Orleans now. Pelicans trail by 13. Alvarado right side. Outside Jones. Some solid defense from Jordan. And a fast break now for the Bulls. Here's King. Got it.
Stacey King.
And the Bulls lead by 15.
Horace Grant.
And if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Outside, Brown. It's picked off. There's the drive. Here's Pippen. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Grant. Pass to Cartwright. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Kelly Olynyk.
First team foul. Shooting for Chicago, Scottie Pippen.
That one's off.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. Pelicans trail by 16.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now here's Murray. Pass to McCollum. Back to Murray. To the right side. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Murray. New Orleans needs to hurry. Late clock. And again, New Orleans no good. Bulls leading by 16. Inside. The shot off that time. And here's New Orleans now. Here's Misi. Yikes. Nothing but air on that one. .114 left in the fourth. From deep, Jordan. And they get it back. McCollum pulls it in. Now Murray. Here's Jones. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
New Orleans foul. Misi. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Jordan. Pass to Cartwright. And the ball out of play. The Pelicans will have it. And the Pelicans making a change here.
Coming onto the floor for your Pelicans, Herbert Jones.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Now here's Alvarado. Releases. And he hits the jumper.
Well, that's probably not the shot they were looking for, but hey, when it goes in, everybody's happy.
Here's Pippen. Jones grabs the board. Pass to Alvarado. Outside Jones. Now Olynyk. Here's Alvarado. No good. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win.
End of the game.
Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that about wraps it up. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian.
fall in love.
I'm talking David. Find someone who matches my behavior. Can you really handle all this flavor? Wanna eat this up, then I dare you not to fall in love right there, yeah.
Lost my all and I got it back. That's my hustle and ambition. Never lose sight on the path. I had to tunnel my vision. Separate myself from them clowns. They ain't really about business. You only strong as your weakest link. So I be trying to live my universal laws in effect. When you use your mind and see you as a threat. I'm chasing money like thought the youngest gone on the. When I was down bad, was missing. Pray to the Lord, I make it out the trenches. I had to grind, wasn't given. Know it's a purpose, so I move different. God chose me, He told me I'm gifted. Feel like I'm stuck in this life that I'm living. I'm trying to grind and stack to the ceiling. I had to step my name and my image. I stand in their chest, I hustle relentless. I gotta keep my mind on the mission. I can make Steven wanna see the vision. You never mix feelings with the business.
I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. Never no stagnant. It's all about the give and go. I'm in business mode. I'm in business mode. The way that I'm dropping, you can never stop the flow. I'm in business mode.